Welcome, my name's James Dan from Anthem. Great to have you here. This is video one of this short series, and this video is about the benefits of a morning routine. Why should we actually do a morning routine? Let me just share my screen. Here we go. So let's find out, what is a morning routine to start with? Because some of you might be thinking, what exactly is a morning routine? Do I have a morning routine? The answer, in actual fact, is yes, you do. Because your morning routine is your daily ritual when you wake up. Now, I would suggest that the likelihood is that you'll probably brush your teeth in the mornings. You'll likely have some breakfast, maybe not. You might have a shower or a bath. And we go about our mornings usually in a certain way. We might change the order of some of the activities, but generally we do it in a certain way. But what I'm referring to in this series of videos is a specific ritual that's designed to enhance your day and enhance your life. I suppose, first of all, designed to enhance your mornings when you first wake up, because sometimes we don't always feel like waking up. We don't always feel like getting up. But a morning routine, a good morning routine, is designed so that by the end of that morning routine, we're feeling good. We're ready for the day. It's giving us the kickstart, and that can actually help enhance our lives as well in many ways. So all your morning routine is a daily ritual when you wake up. And in other videos, I'll be explaining more about how to actually do this. So why do we perform a morning routine? Well, many people hit the snooze button in the mornings, and this is a problem. To start with, it's an instant failure. So if you've set an alarm clock, for example, or you've set it on your phone, and you've set it for a certain time, and ideally you'd like to get up at that time, if you hit the snooze or stay lying in, that's an instant failure. What kind of message does that send to your mind? What kind of message does that send to your mind for the rest of the day and actually the rest of your life as well? So we want to create a success habit in the morning, not have an instant failure. You also, if you hit that snooze button, often you end up actually more tired, because what can happen is if you fall back asleep, then you start a new sleep cycle. But because generally you won't complete that sleep cycle, if you wake up again, then you're often feeling worse. You're feeling more groggy. That will actually negatively affect your productivity during the day. So there we go. There's the next one. You often are less productive, especially if you've gone back into that next sleep cycle. And also think about it. You've lost some time. People that do morning routines get up and they crack on with something, and that might lead them into doing certain things that they want to achieve that day. Some people are writing books in the mornings, for example. So you become less productive when you hit that snooze button. You're wasting time that you could actually use to enhance your life. Now, also, most people are stressed in the mornings. They want to get their kids and pets ready. They're running late for work. These are the things that happen in the morning. So what you want to do is, instead of just waking up and straight away, it's that big stress cycle there. What we want to do is we want to have a period of time where we're not going through those stressful activities, a period of time that's just for yourself. Do you have that at the minute? A period of time where, again, you're not just lying down and under the duvet and thinking, oh, I just want to fall back asleep again, but actually a period of time where you're doing something that is beneficial to you before all the stress that's associated with all those other things, getting the kids ready, getting the pets ready, etc. Now, sometimes what you need to do is you might need to let your dog out, for example, and then come back and do the morning routine, and that can work as well. Also, a lot of people check the social media and emails and the news first thing in the morning. So imagine that, where we start to look at our emails and someone sent us an email saying, oh, you've got to do this, this, and this. We're like, oh, no. Or maybe there's a lot of negativity on social media. Have you ever come across this before? And how about the news? How much positivity is there in the news? Often not much. So what we want to do is avoid that first thing and actually have something that's a little bit more positive first thing. Now, people that do have a specific morning routine, they have that daily success habits, don't they? So by having that daily success habit, and especially if you do certain activities, which I will discuss in future videos, you're going to get a better mindset. Your mindset is enhanced. You can become more confident, more positive, greater self-esteem, more belief in yourself. Lots of different benefits that you can actually have within this success habit. You become more resilient to daily challenges and life challenges. You just kind of think, well, I'm gonna make it a good day, and that invariably happens. One thing we want to do is improve our mood. Now, I don't always want to get up in the mornings, especially when it's the winter and it's cold and dark. But I know that if I can improve my mood, I'm going to have a more productive day. So this is what I seek out to do. And I know that from the start of my morning routine to the end of it, I'm in a better mood. By the end of it, I feel more energized. I feel better. I'm ready to start that day, and therefore I will have a more productive day. It reduces my stress. I'm less stressed in the mornings because I'm enhanced my mood. People have greater productivity. I've said about this. So to start with, I've said that obviously you get more done in the mornings. Also, so I will just say another point as well, that a lot of people are mostly productive in the morning. So their highest level of productivity is in the mornings. Once it's sort of reached afternoon, going through to evening, often people are getting tired. So again, the morning is a great time if you want to do certain things. And it could be that you've done some mindset activities and then you're doing some important jobs, whatever it is. But the more you can attack it in the mornings, generally for most people, the better that will be, even if you say you're not a morning person. Now, also a morning routine can help you to attract your desires. So people that have a morning routine, a lot of that is involved around the law of attraction. So if they're doing certain visualization practices, for example, they're imagining themselves achieving the goals that they want to achieve. And therefore, through that law of attraction, they can attract those things to you. They can attract the people, circumstances, and opportunities that will take them or allow them to take action to achieving their goals. And there's a lot of science behind that now. Now, very quickly, who am I? You might be wondering, who is this guy and what's he talking about? Or what have I done in regards to a morning routine? So to start with, I've worked with thousands of people as a university lecturer, a coach of various capacities. I'm an international speaker. I'm an empowerment songwriter. So I create music with a personal development theme designed to motivate, inspire, and empower people to be more and achieve more. I'm a best-selling author. I'm also a family man. And this is important. I've put this because I am someone that's had to work my morning routines around my family. So often, for example, my wife goes out running and I might have to attend to my children. I've got a young child, little boy who's 2, a girl who's 10 at the minute, and I have to deal with those in the mornings. Thankfully, I haven't got any pets as well. But I have to work around that, work my morning routine around the children, around other commitments I've got. So I've applied morning routines for over 5 years. Some points over those 5 years, they've been longer routines, other points shorter routines. They have changed throughout the years, and sometimes they have to be adapted, weekly or daily, some of the time. But the fact is that I've applied it. I've worked out what works well for me. And I've also spoken to a lot of other people as well. I've conducted research into other people's morning routines, and there's a lot of variation, but there's some similarities, and I've picked up lots of great points from that as well. So is this you? Are you still maybe not convinced that morning routines work? Maybe you're thinking, yeah, but I really don't want to wake up early, James, which I can understand and relate to. And maybe you're thinking, well, yeah, but you don't know me because I've got this commitment in the morning, or I do shift work or something like that. Now, if this is you, don't panic, because I'm going to answer these things in upcoming videos. So make sure you watch the next video in this series and you're going to learn more. Let's have a look at what we're doing. The next video is about the activities that should be included within a successful morning routine. And again, I'll start to answer some of those questions that are coming up. If you're thinking, yeah, I'm still not sure, still a little bit dubious about this morning routine, I'll answer some of those questions as well. So now what I'd love you to do, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. So leave a comment below this video. My name is James Dan from Anthem, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.